on, dudes? Washed Up Grunt here again, back at it with another video. This time we're gonna be going over my Bison belt from Ferro Concepts, my specific setup, and my history with belts. If that makes sense. So I went through a lot of different belts. I say a lot, but it's only been like three. With throughout the last couple of years while I was active and being out now. And to make a long story short, I figured out that the Bison belt is the best of both worlds when it comes to structural integrity, the rigidness of the belt, and overall comfortability, right? And load bearing, right? So, however, I did not start with the Bison belt, and I kind of wanted to give a little overview on all that. So, if you guys wanted to just click on the video for the specific setup, that's totally fine. I'll put a timestamp down in the video so that way you guys can just see what I got on the belt and whatnot, right? Yeah, let's get into it, right? So, like I said, I did not start with the Ferro Concepts Bison belt, right? I'll move this over here for now. So, what I started off with was the Ronin Tactics Gunfighter belt, right? My first belt, really enjoyed it, really liked it, better than the issued Marine Corps battle belt, war belt, whatever you want to call it, right? Way better. Also a lot more expensive. But hey, that's just, kind of what you get if you want good gear. Freaking love this belt. I ran it for about 2.5, 3 years while I was in. This thing can take a lot of weight or take a lot of gear. You can add a bunch of stuff to it, and it can be really heavy, and it keeps the rigidness. It keeps the structure and all that stuff. Really, really great. However, I ran into a couple problems with this belt, right? One of them being the comfort aspect. For example, right? So if we take this inner belt that the belt comes with, and you take this belt, the outer belt, the stuff that you actually put all the stuff on, right? As we all know. These belts with the fabric with both of these, right? They're really thick. They're really thick. They're not the most comfortable after a while, right? So I noticed when these belts weren't on properly, right? So like if you didn't match these two up perfectly, right? Because this is the inner belt, this is the outer belt, as we all know, or as we all can see. If you're in a time crunch, time rush, whatever you want to call it, and you need to throw on all of your shit, and you need to throw it on like now, and you did not line it up perfectly, you're going to run into some problems. You're going to be running into a lot of belt just rubbing up against your skin where you don't want it to rub up against your skin. For example, the sides, right? So it would dig into my my pelvis like crazy if I didn't put this thing on correctly the first time. And then the other thing I noticed too is when I put on a ruck or a pack, and this thing wasn't on perfectly, the belt down here would just dig into my lower back, and it was horribly uncomfortable. However, that's not to say it's a bad belt. It's a very awesome belt. It introduced me to a lot of awesome things, and I was capable of putting all my gear and what I needed on here, and it did the job just fine. Just comfortability wasn't really all there, especially like I said, if you did not put this thing on correctly. Not to say it was a bad belt, like I said. So Then I switched over to the GBRS V3 belt, I believe. Yeah, the V3 belt. I got this belt because I was looking into getting a thinner belt and something that just moved a lot more. I should say, I should use a better word, but easily, right? This thing super flexible, really light, not not super heavy. Even like the buckle here compared to the Ronin one has some weight on it. Don't know why. Different material. I don't know. Um, so instead of like the entire stitching being what's on here on the Ronin, or not the stitching, the how the belt is supported when it comes to putting kit on it. They went with the now trendy and common Tegris, which makes it lighter and provides a lot of structural support. Way easier to molly things on to this belt than the Ronin belt. If you guys have ran that belt, you'll know what I'm talking about. However, given the comfortability of this belt, and given the flexibility of this belt, it's really neat. As soon as you start stacking things on this belt, as soon as you start putting kit on this belt, it just starts to become floppy. It starts to become hard to work with. Not to say that it's a bad belt, just Ronin belt, GBRS belt, both really great belts. It's just it did not have the structural integrity like the Ronin. So after a while, I was trying to figure out, okay, like what belt on the market right now has the best of both worlds. And there wasn't really a lot that I saw until I came across the Bison belt, right? So let's put that over here, back. So Bison belt is great for what I wanted it to do. It may not be great for what you want it to do. I totally understand that, but it for me, like I said, it gives the best of both worlds coming from the Ronin and the GBRS belt. You get that comfort aspect, you get the flexibility. You can really just fold this thing in half or however you want, even when it is all loaded up like this. And you can just load a bunch of shit on it, and it gives no issues, like no problems at all. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention too, right, is this is freaking money right here, dudes. Right, so these two belts, if you want to adjust it on the fly, it's not gonna happen. You got to undo these freaking things. And it's a whole fucking process. You got to take it out from the buckle, and take off all your shit, and then somehow weave it back through the freaking buckle. And you have to do that in a super it just takes time, and it's really inconvenient. And if your waist fluctuates a lot and your weight uh, fluctuates a lot, it's and you have to change the size of your belt with not really a lot of time. Those belts just aren't going to help you do that. This belt does. It's super awesome. So you just undo this thing, right, and comes with this long thing here, and you can either tighten it or you can just loosen this shit. Not doing a very good job at it, my bad. I'll show you guys. So just loosen it like that, and then boom, it's just it's as easy as that. And then you just take the slack here, and then you put it here and then you Velcro it on. This is super awesome because for whatever reason, my waist likes to fluctuate a lot. Not really. I don't know why. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. But that's always a huge problem that I've always had when it came to belts. And I just wanted to highlight that to show you guys how easy it is to adjust this belt when you need to adjust the belt, I guess. So yeah, it's awesome. Really enjoy this belt. So like I said, I'll just leave that for now. My bad. Like I said, this belt gives me the best of both worlds when it came to the Ronin and the GBRS belt. Really appreciate that from Pharaoh. But yeah, let's get into my specific setup, right? So starting from the left, we're going to go all the way around back to the right. So up here I got a horizontal M4 mag pouch from ATS Tactical. These have been becoming a lot more popular lately, and I completely understand why. At first I didn't really get it because I was like, why does it need to be like horizontal? Does it like look cool? Well, yeah, it does look freaking cool, at least in my opinion. But over time, when you put these regular mag pouches that just go straight up and down vertical, right, and you need to bend down and like grab shit, or you need to like take a knee, or like you need to go in the prone or something like that, it's hard to get to, and it's just gonna start poking into you. It's gonna start poking into your stomach, your love handles, and you just have to work around it. And that's one thing that I don't really like, is working around a bunch of gear if I don't have to. So this is a game changer. Really enjoy this innovation. Same sort of philosophy with the pistol pouch here. I got it from Off Base Supply. It's canted at like a 45, so that way it's not just sitting straight up and down, or so that way, like when I have to bend or when I have to contort my body, if I have to go to the left, if I need to like lean to the left, or like go on my left side in some weird way, the mag is not going to just dig into my body. It's just out of the way, and it's a lot. It provides a smoother reload as well too. Yeah, so moving to the pouch here, right? So this is the Spiritus Systems Just a Pouch. Love this freaking pouch. It's like a little admin belt pouch. You don't need to put it on a belt. You can put it on your plate carrier, your chest rig, right? But this thing is a great belt pouch. If you're looking for a pouch that doesn't take a lot of real estate and gives options to put mags and other stuff in, this is the freaking pouch. It's fucking awesome. So I got a single pistol mag pouch and a single 5.56 mag pouch in here, both from Spiritus, or not pouch, insert, right? And then I want to show you guys this too. It's really neat, right? So typically this pouch opens with Velcro, so just boom, rip, like all the time, right? And I constantly need to get in. Excuse me. And I constantly need to get into this pouch because I put Sharpies, I put pens, I put pencils. Sometimes I'll put my compass or my rangefinder in this one, in this pouch. Put my flathead screwdriver in here. It's empty right now because all of that stuff is in my range bag, right? So because I was doing maintenance on my stuff, and I just threw it all in. I was too lazy to put it back in here, right? So the thing that I want to show you guys though is this little piece of kit, this adapter. So this is a Viper adapter kit from Tracer Tactical, right? So this goes on the Velcro, right? And these little teeth, Tegra's teeth, hook into the laser cuts right here, the laser cut molly, right? And then you kind of just tuck them into the molly, and it's just a silent fucking close and open every single time. It's super neat. Really enjoy that. Definitely go check out Tracer Tactical. He doesn't just make them for the Just Pouch. He makes them for like 3 or 4 different pouches, and it's really convenient, especially if you want to reduce your noise, and you just want to be done with Velcro, because Velcro is loud and can be annoying. Very similar thing that I got going on with my ABS video, if you guys saw that. So moving on to dump pouches, or the dump pouch, my dump pouch. Don't know why dump pouches have become so controversial lately. Every single person I've worked with and seen, whether that be infantry or operator dudes, have always ran a fucking dump pouch. I don't know why you wouldn't run a dump pouch, I guess. However, that's just my opinion, and that's fine. I understand, like, people have their opinions, and it's your kit. You can do whatever you want with it. I prefer to run a dump pouch. You can put anything you want in here, from empty mags, water bottles, extra rounds, more rounds. It's just another thing that I can just throw shit in here and it works. I got this specific dump pouch from Ordnance Tactical, I believe. It's that gear shop over there in Okinawa, Japan. If you guys ever had the awesome privilege of going there, it's right out. It's like right down the street from Camp Schwab. Right off Camp Schwab. Like, you just go out the main gate, and like maybe half a mile down the road, it's like right there. You can't miss it. That guy makes a ton of great gear, and everything from belts, dump pouches, plate carriers, rucks, shit, even like camis, like your own frog gear and whatnot. Super awesome business. Definitely, if you're stuck in Okinawa and you need gear and you need it quick, definitely go to this place. I'll put a link in the description, actually, so that way you guys know about it. It's pretty cool. Moving back here, I got the Flatline Fiber Co. IFAC. Ran a lot of IFACs in the past. I realized I don't like the bigger IFACs. It just takes up a lot of real estate on the belt that doesn't need to be taken up. This, you can stuff a lot of shit in here and make it super tight, make it super packed, packed down. It's awesome. I really enjoy it. I'm able to fit in almost an entire issued IFAC in here, except for like the ace bandage, and this is pretty cost effective as well too. I think they only asked for like $100 for this thing. That's if you want the trauma shears, the trauma shear insert, tourniquet insert, and the pen insert, which is what I have right here too, because I always try to look for a place on my kit somewhere to put trauma shears, and it just made sense to throw these trauma shears on the freaking IFAC, just because they're right there. It just makes sense. And then I got the tourniquet here, and then I got a Sharpie pen insert so people can write on me, or write on whatever they need to write on to take care of me. I don't know. We'll see. So coming around here, I got the Safariland. I'm probably gonna fuck this up. The Safariland 6354 RDS Glock 19 holster. God's mouthful. Got my Glock 45 in here. Freaking really like this thing. It's fucking clear for you nerds who give a shit about that. So I got Hollow Sun on here. I know it's Chinese. I don't give a fuck. It works just fine. TLR 1HL Streamlight and Tracer Tactical flared magwell for those super easy reloads. I'll put that down here for now. I'll go over the pistol later in a future video. There's not really a bunch of fancy stuff to it, but I will add a bunch of fancy stuff to it later. So yeah, so like I said, it's Farland 6354 RDS holster. It's a level 2. I don't really give a shit about level 3s. I don't necessarily think you need all of that retention unless, like, you know, your department or unit requires you to have it. I'm not doing that anymore, so I personally enjoy the level 2. It's just like a little lever right here, and then boom, I have it out. That's not to say I don't like any retention. I believe that the passive retention holsters are not the greatest if you're running this as like your shit hits the fan, boogaloo, or like duty carry. Always got to have some level of retention, in my opinion, because you don't want anybody coming behind you or in front of you and trying to get that thing off of you. So I'll do that here. So I got these Safariland QLS adapter. Quick loss. I can't even get it. Oh my god. Sorry guys. Hold on. Oh, that was embarrassing. Okay. So this is super neat. In case you feel like running different pistols, different holsters that allow this QLS system to be mounted on here. It's super convenient, and or if you don't even need to run a freaking pistol on your belt and you need to take it off in a super easy way, this is a way to do it. Obviously different ways to do it, but totally up to you, right? The QLS system holster and whatnot is mounted on a True North Concepts modular holster adapter. I really freaking like this thing. It provides enough. How should I say it? It rides down the leg like right in that mid section between like the traditional belt freaking holsters and the like leg strap holsters, so that way like you're not leaning down and you're not coming all the way up. It's just kind of here. It just rides right in that perfect center line for me, at least, or midline for me, because I'm short and stubby and 5'8". But whatever. Yeah, this thing's pretty neat. And then behind it, I got the Core Performance. Let's see, the Core Performance Ice Vent Classic Holster little pad, little pussy pad, because these things have a lot of screws and metal behind it, and once that shit rubs up against your leg, it's not fun after like an hour or two. It just creates a bunch of hot spots, and it's like super uncomfortable, and it just super digs into you. Yeah, not fun. And then finally I got the GBRS leg strap. Definitely better leg straps out there. The Safariland one, I've seen that one. Super good, really flexible and super easy to adjust on the fly and move around if you have to. I just run this leg strap because it's a smoother draw. It's a super secure and smooth draw every single time. I didn't run one at first. I didn't really know why you needed to run one, but then once I started to shoot with the pistol more, it just made sense to have some sort of retention on here, or extra retention on the holster, I should say, right? So yeah, so that's my ferroconcepts Bison belt setup, right? Real quick, totally forgot to talk about this, right? So the ferroconcept Bison belt inner belt is probably the best inner belt on the market as far as I'm tracking. Might be better ones out there. Let me know in the comments down below. But the more traditional ways that inner belts are uh, uh, collapse together, go in on each other, whatever you want to call it. It's just kind of like this piece. It just velcros together. Oh, they're the wrong way. No, right here. Cool. So this is fine. There's nothing wrong with it until you run into the issue of just it all of a sudden coming apart, which happens frequently, at least for me. You guys might experience that. I don't know. If you have, it's really annoying. It's not fun. You have to like put it all together again and make sure it fits right. It's not very fun. Moving back to the ferroconcepts Bison belt inner belt, it's got a little G hook, right? And it has one right here, one loop through here. If I can freaking get it through. There you go. And it's not going to come out. It's not going to come out at all. Super smart on Pharaoh over there. So put it on real quick. There it is. So it's not going to come off. It's going to be secure. It's going to be here until I freaking take it off, and that's the way I like it. I don't ever have to worry about it coming undone for whatever freaking reason, right? It's another reason why I'm enjoying the ferroconcepts Bison belt as of now, and will in the future. The overall, right? Like I said, the ferroconcepts Bison belt, in my opinion, is the best of both worlds when it comes to the comfort creature stuff and the rigidness of the belt, and the third thing being able to just load a bunch of stuff on your belt if you have to, right? It's modular. It works with your body. I super like that, and it's very comfortable. Even if I happen to not line this up perfectly, right? The belt does not dig into me, and if it does, I hardly even notice it's there compared to like the freaking Ronin belt, right? And it gives enough rigidity and gives enough structure, a little bit more than the GBRS belt and a little bit less than the Ronin belt, right? But it gives just enough to where you don't got to worry about it sagging or not supporting the kit you have on the freaking belt. I enjoy this a lot. If you're looking for a belt that can do all those things, definitely spend your money on this belt. If there's better belts out there that you guys feel do the same, I've heard that the Axel Advance one does just that, and I am looking forward in the future to potentially trying their belt out. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But yeah, if you guys feel like there's a belt that does this but better, let me know in the comments below, because I'm super curious. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.